Hi, welcome back to the channel. So today we are having a look at Westwood Instruments' new software called Lost Guitar. As you can see, it is based on their Lost series. I've done a review and also a preset pack for Lost Synth, which was the first Westwood Instruments one that I got, and I really liked it, and I liked the whole interface. So it kind of, if you haven't watched that, I will leave a link to it in the description. So the first thing to do when you open this is apply the MIDI CC to the mod wheel, so that doesn't actually apply, and I'm using my S49 Mark II, which is what you really need for this, because obviously there's 3 pages of mapping, so I can control the blend from the first knob, the speed, and if I go on to page 2, I can adjust the levels for A and B, the pans, the tunes, the pitch, and all the rest of those attack release as well. Go to edit view. Because it will help you, because you get this kind of menu up here, which is the same as Lost Synth. So if you click on this, you're gonna get like a start here. And then you click on that. So that is the first 12, which kind of gives you an overview. And then you've got single sounds. And again, you've got movements, notes, rhythms, and textures. You've got blends as well, movements, notes, and you've got double blends, dark and light. You've got motions, deep, flicker, and shallow. You've got the memories. So you've got movements, notes, rhythms, and textures. You've got double blends, dark and light, shorts, and experimental. So I have got a pre-release of Lost Guitar, and I'm just going to read you a bit of the blurb. So I can't go to do my usual kind of website thing because it's not on the website yet. So yeah, there's over 100 original sounds made from an electric guitar, but only a few of them actually sound like one. So you'll discover a huge variety of different tones and moods that can be combined and manipulated into near limitless possibilities. Created using a baritone electric guitar and a whole list of unusual ideas. This is our third and biggest release in the Lost series, because I think there's a Lost piano as well. These raw recordings were then taken and given the Westwood treatment. So you've got cassette, reel-to-reel, boutique pedals, and hardware samplers. Most of what you'll hear and experience sounds like a guitar, but this is not a virtual instrument that is attempting to replicate a guitar. I mean, it's guitar sounding, but you can just manipulate it and sound something completely different. So you need the Pulse app. And you will also need native access to install this. So it is a big download as well. So the good thing is that you only need the Contact Player 6.6 or above for this. So the download side is massive. It is nearly 9 GB, and like I said, you will need to download Pulse first. Price is normally so $139, 139 euros, or £119. So you are getting 40% off during the launch. So until the 21st of May, so you've got 3 weeks basically, this will be only £70. If you've watched the Lost Synth, you'll know what you can do with this kind of software. So it uses the Play series, for want of a better term, A and B sample. And if you're in America, call the fuzz. You won't really know what that is, but the fuzz in the UK are the police. So they've added in more samples, because the Lost Synth only had 16, so this has got 32. We've got 4 rows of 8. And this is where you can go in and manipulate all the presets. So you also get like a preview. So if we have preview switched on, so I will just bump up this a bit more. So that's called the fuzz, UFOs, slow hands, autobahn, etc, etc. So like I said, we could have 2 Call the Fuzzies, and I just load that, and then we've got 2 Call the Fuzzies. So that has changed that quite a bit, and obviously you can blend between the two. So over and above that, so hang on, we'll just go back to, I'm going to use this this preset as a kind of demo, because it's just a simple guitar with delay. So that is the standard preset, and I'm blending them 50-50. So yeah, so like I said, you've got a lot more in the preset section. So so that's the notes. You've got the movements, and so you've got 24 movements, 32 textures, and 24 rhythms. So like I said, they've added in a lot more this one than the Synth. That's better. I've turned up the wrong volume. Right, I turned it back down a bit. You've got sounds, and on this page, let's say you've got these 6 controls are the same for A and B, and you can switch A and B off there. As well, so you can either have A, so that's A and B, that's just B, and that's just A. You've also got things like mood, so these are your moods, and then you've got motion as well. So if we can switch mood on, you've got temper. In fact, I'll just switch Call the Fuzz on. So that's, and then you've got a level for that as well. You've got muse. In fact, we'll switch that off. That's awe, void, blur, and yearn. And like I said, you can have both on. You can switch on motion as well, and you've got sine, saw, square, ran, but sync, free, or lock, and free motion as well. So you can switch. You've also got the process page, so you have wow, flutter, compressor, overdrive, rotator, and chorus. So the overdrive is probably going to be quite useful for a guitar kind of based. So and then you've got things like rotator. And then you've got chorus and flutter. Let's put a bit of flutter and chorus on. And like I said, you can have this synced or free running. So we could put on random. So like I said, you've got all these kind of effects you can put on. Next one is the memories engine, which is probably the coolest part of the Lost series. So you've got your presets, you've got patterns, and you've got presets. So we're on start. So if I switch this on, so you switch it on here, and you can see it's using eating glass. But we could switch to hazy, and it comes up with the two tusk preset. And then, so the main controls that really make a difference are the blend, where it goes from key to memories, and then this section here, so the mist, echo, and the haze. So you can see that's a huge difference. And you can also sync and free run, which is applied to the time. So if we go to echo, and we can sync this. Whoa. So you can go in, you can still change these. If we click on two tusk, we can go and change it. So that's a texture, but we could apply anything to the memories engine. So we could put on distorted dream. So we could have just the facts, or distant desert. And that's got joining dots. And like I said, we could put this back to mist. And you can adjust all things like time, depth, feedback, and then you've got density, scatter as well. You can put up scatter, decay, attack, decay. And then we can have more. So yeah, so like I said, it's quite straightforward once you get the hang of it. And then places, which is your ambience, noise, reverb, and delay. So for some reason, this says simple guitar with delay, but the delay is not actually switched on. So we'll switch the delay on, and we'll put on vintage, and then we can also put on the ambience, and we could have forest. And the reverb, so the reverbs are the same as the Lost Synth. So you've got things like Tech Noir, Nakatomi Plaza, Baltimore Hospital, and so we'll put on a bit of Tech Noir. and then we'll bump up the level of the delay. So we could have a bit of tape noise and tape delay, and then you can age and flutter that as well and saturate it. So that's them all on. So one thing that I wish they would have, if Westwood are watching this video, is a way of just bypassing this so that you can kind of compare and contrast. So like I said, if I want to switch these off, I can't just press a button and switch them all off. I have to go and switch them all off individually. So it'd be quite good to have some sort of master bypass switch that I can just compare what it's like with either whatever I've switched on. Say I've got ambience and reverb on, and then I can just bypass that. So that would be quite a handy thing to have. So that is your kind of 4 sections. You've also got the Get Lost, which is a randomizing feature. We can randomize it. So if I click this, which is a randomizer, it will. So it's changed the presets, and it's switched motion on. And then you can go back, return to the preset. So we can just keep pressing this and just see what happens. So let's see, again, it's completely different. We've got dither and medicated. So it's very easy to create your own presets, and let's say we could whack a bit of mood on. I think Muse is, which one is it? So temper is basically just adding distortion. Void's probably adding in kind of maybe some delay and yeah, adding in delay. So that's quite nice. And let's say we could bang it on again. So yeah, that's quite cool. So there's nothing on. Let's see if we can add some motion on. And it's got rotation and overdrive on, which I quite like. The memory's on as well. Right, so I like that. So yeah, we'll save this and we'll just go up here and we will, where are we? File, save as, and then we will call it DT. Oh, we will call it. I'll delete that, and we will call it DTC escape, for want of a better one, and we'll just save that. So if I click over to my presets, there we go, and I will load that up. So there we go, that is how easy it is to create a preset of your own. So that is basically how it works. Like I said, it is quite straightforward, and like I said, if you want to get a bit more in depth, you could watch the Lost Synth video, but I've kind of basically covered most of the same things. Using this menu, which is quite handy, we will have a look and see. So we'll go to double blends and dark, and then after the storm. And you can see this is using Not Quite Human and Bad Uncle, but there's no motion or mood on. There's nothing on there either. There's not a lot on actually. There's the memories is on, and the delay, noise and reverb is on. So let's say we can go in and add some motion. We can adjust the mod wheel so there's a bit more. So yeah, so that's quite nice. Right, so let's try memories and movements and oh, Dust in the Desert. That sounds right on my street. Right, so this is just using helicopter. So we'll put on Call the Fuzz. And the memories is on Joining Dots. So let's just go in and see. So we're in movements. So let's try Dust Bunnies, since it's called Dust in the Desert. So yeah, like I said, you can play around with this for hours. Right, so double blends and memories. Let's go to dark and desert shore. So I'm assuming the memories is on as well. Yeah, it's got the old fashioned on. And places we have got delay reverb and note on there. So let's bung on the wow. And so the best thing to do is put it on free and then bump up the speed to about kind of 9 o'clock or whatever. It's about, yeah. And then you can switch A and B both on. So that's not really helping. So we could put on the rotator. Quite like the rotator. I don't think it had the rotator on the synth, I can't remember. Maybe it did. So that's quite cool. So you can adjust the tone and the mix, so we can take the mix down and take the tone up. So yeah, let's try experimental alien abstraction. Right, so this is Wave Goodbye and Old Fashioned. And we'll just see what's been put on. There's quite a lot on there. There's overdrive rotator chorus, the memories engine isn't on, and places have got delay reverb noise. Right, so we'll bung on a memories, and we'll pick one. So we'll go to, so we're in text, we've got rhythms, and dark matinee. Bump up the haze. Let's try water torture. Water torture. I'm quite sure that's appropriate. Right, I'll go back to sounds and we'll blend it a bit more towards Wave Goodbye. So you can see you've got the pans, so the levels are, so we could adjust the levels and the pans. So the pans are, we'll bring the pans up a bit so it's not panning so much, and then maybe adjust the pitch on that one. See. So like I said, it's very easy to just go in and manipulate these. Let's see, what else have we got? Shorts and harmonic waves. So I'll probably do a track featuring this and Lost Synth and a bit of drums or whatever, and just see what we can do with the two of them. I don't have the Lost Piano, which I think is the first one. So that is not a very quick overview of Lost Guitar. If you are enjoying my videos, please like, subscribe, share, comment. It really does help my channel and analytics. So, and as usual, I will see you in the next one.